Welcome to the Idiots Do Dolly episode number 2. Today we're going to cook tropical chicken. Enjoy! Welcome to the second episode of the Idiots Do Dolly. Today we're going to do the second recipe in the book that is actually a recipe. And I'll show you some of the pictures leading up to it. So this is a picture from the beginning of the book of a spread at Dolly's home, I would assume. Another picture. We are getting our ingredients together right now. One thing it calls for is 7 ounces of powdered almonds. So I'm weighing out 7 ounces. And now we have about a half cup of powdered almonds to do something else with.
Boom.
Okay, we used our Vitamix to powder the almonds, which works super well. A little powdered almond left. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of oil, 3 shallots to begin with, 2 cups of water and a cup of rice, cayenne pepper, which we are out of cayenne, so I have this Indian spice set, and this is kind of Kashmir chili, which is a little spicier than cayenne, but still has the same flavor profile. A chicken. And this is one that we bought from the store because we only have 1 full chicken left and it is huge and I thought it would be too big for this recipe. 8 ounces of pine nuts, which we don't have 8 ounces of pine nuts, but we're going to use what we have. A package of cream cheese, a slice of white bread, which we're going to just use this little hunk of bread because then you actually soak it in the fig liquor and honey. Fig liqueur, which we also cannot get around here anywhere. So I was reading and this calls for fig liqueur, honey, and vinegar. So what we're going to do is use fig balsamic vinegar and double the honey. So we're going to get a little bit of the sweet from the liqueur from the honey, and then we'll leave the vinegar out. 2 tablespoons of oil, 4 more shallots, for a total of 7 shallots. We have 6, and I have 1 in the bin. 7 ounces of the powdered almonds, and a tablespoon of olive oil. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and get this stuff all cut up, and then we'll go through the process of the recipe.
Shall I finally slice 3 shallots for you?
Please. I'll come over here. And I will finally slice the other shallots. Oh, I think we're supposed to be soaking this bread in the. I'll go ahead and take that.
So we need a half cup fig liqueur. Let me get a smaller.
This bread is super stale, and I'm super gonna cut myself. Not. Good use for this. So put 2 tablespoons of honey in there.
Yep. On it.
Awesome.
Virginia wildflower honey.
Beautiful. We try to use local honey when we cook as often as we can because it's good for allergies. Because local honey has local pollen in it, and you kind of microdose yourself with local pollens, and it helps allergies to get better. So we try to keep it around the house, and whenever I'm making,
Hey, cat.
well, I guess we're not using that now. But anyways, whenever I'm making like syrups and stuff like the elderberry syrup, we try to use local honey in that too. For that reason, it's good for your immune system. Unless you are under 12 months of age, please do not give honey to children under 12 months of age.
Because you can get gay baby syndrome.
And it is not good.
No.
So, just don't quite have what it takes to metabolize botulism if they get exposed
I
to it.
don't like that infantile paralysis.
Yeah.
As amusing as it might be.
Shit. I know there's all kinds of fancy tricks you can use to keep this from happening. But, and then of course Phil and I are nothing if we're not fancy.
Right. Supposed to chew on a paper clip. And a paper clip. Toothpick.
Does that help?
Chew on a toothpick. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's just kind of old wives' tale, like smelling sour milk to make a tapeworm come out of your mouth. Like, who has tapeworms these days anyway? But back then, who keeps sour milk around? It's that matter. And who doesn't understand that tapeworms are non-locomotory? I mean, it's just a string of gravid proglottids. It doesn't even make sense.
Have you seen the videos of like
Doesn't even make sense.
Have you seen the videos of the bears with the big tapeworms coming out their butts?
Bear?
Bears, yeah, like a bear.
Oh. Not like a,
No, not like that. You just stop right there. Always cleaning up after him. Ugh. Okay.
that laugh was like, just kidding, not really.
I think we're gonna use the big pan for this too. Kidding, just kidding, not really. Okay, so it says to fry the finely sliced shallots, which will be the ones that Phil is doing.
Yeah, because mine are finely sliced.
Yes, mine are just chopped up because I'm not fancy.
And lacks patience.
Hey, true. Okay, give me a fork or something. So we're going to fry the shallots in oil until they're transparent. You want to do that?
Sure. This is a tablespoon of oil here.
Yeah. Didn't even read it, to be honest. Okay. When they become transparent, add the water, which is 2 cups of water, and then we're going to throw rice in there. It's weird. This
This is our
recipe.
lait foussette. Faux lait crusette. This is Amazon.com lait crusette.
Which has actually been amazing. It's my go-to
That's
spot
right,
for
that's
everything now.
Yeah, lait crusette, you want to roll up here and give us some free stuff? We don't even want it. We don't even want your free stuff, lait crusette. No, seriously, we do.
This one, it doesn't even have a brand. It's just,
No.
but
Probably the same company that makes like that Trematoria stuff for Walmart, but yeah, I don't really care as long as it works.
to be fair, The
We're
very
not on
first time
camera,
I used
are
it. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I hope we are. Yeah. To be fair, the very first time I used this pan, I forgot that I was cooking something and it burnt to a crisp to the bottom of the pan and it cleaned up within like what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
So. All right. So the next thing, so when those are transparent, we're supposed to add the water.
You're not using these giblets, are you?
No. Which is 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. The rest of the recipe says add the salt and cayenne pepper. Then when the rice is cooked, all the water should be absorbed. Then we add the pine nuts, the cream cheese, and a slice of bread dipped in the fig liqueur to the mixture. Mix it all well and stuff the chicken and sew up the bird. Then in a saucepan, you put the oil with the shallots and then add honey, vinegar, water, salt, pepper, and put the chicken over that mixture. Then you cover and let simmer, and then after half an hour, add the powdered almonds to make basically a gravy at the bottom of it. And then you can add more water. So basically, we're gonna take this concoction and add it to the shallots and then stuff the bird with the rice and then throw all of the bird over this in the pan. So that's gonna take some time. So once we get this.
I'm not understanding how this chicken is going to cook. Like on the stovetop?
Yeah.
He's on drugs.
Well,
That's not-
I think we should put it in the oven.
Oh, definitely think we should put it in the oven and braise it, without a doubt. Otherwise, it's not going to cook. Salvador.
I'm telling you, I don't know how recipe-y these recipes actually
This
are.
man is insane. Certainly not interested in food safety if he's stuffing a chicken with rice.
Would you prefer not to do that? I mean,
I'm
I think we
just
should
saying-
do it just because that's what the recipe says to do.
Yeah, but I would not recommend like normal people stuffing a chicken with rice. That's not part of food safety.
We can prescribe each other antibiotics. So explain what's going on.
Yeah, so the bread is like rock hard, so I'm going to cut it into like smaller little segments here, and then hopefully at some point it'll absorb enough liquid.
And also we felt that the balsamic vinegar was, I mean, it was really thick. So we went ahead and added some water because if we were going to make that into a gravy, there's no way that balsamic was going to make any kind of a gravy. So we added water to it. And it's time to throw the rice in. You can use, I guess, whatever rice you had, considering that this book was cooked sometime around this cookbook was written sometime in the 1970s. My guess is that they probably were using white rice, just plain, short grain or long grain white rice. We have, actually, the only rice we have in the house right now is brown jasmine rice, so that's what we're using. That looks like it's going to absorb a lot better.
Hope so.
Physics. Oh, I thought you were handing it to me. I'm sorry. Physics, bro.
Science.
More surface area allows more fluid to be taken up by the substrate. Okay, gonna get that rice done now. So we decided that even that wasn't working, so we're gonna just go ahead and put we put the bread and balsamic mixture in the Vitamix, and even with that, with a few pulses in the Vitamix, we still have some pretty, crusty pieces of bread, but that should be fine once it cooks down. We were talking about this recipe, and we really want to go as true to the book as as we can, but we also have to eat this stuff. And we were talking about it, and I'm not a big fan of like overly salty food, but I'm also not a big fan of taking a whole chicken with the skin on it and putting it into the oven with absolutely no salt or pepper on the outside of the chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and salt and pepper this bird, even though it doesn't say to do that. You just got some pepper today, didn't
Yes,
you?
I did.
I might have put it away. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick rub down of this bird with some salt and pepper. Oh, it's over there, behind the tallow. And I've already patted this bird dry. Tallow. And of course, as we've said before, we will completely decontaminate this board when we're done to get all the chicken off of it. Okay. So, yeah, this may not have been served on Salvador Dali's table with all of this pepper, but like I said, Phil and I still have to eat this.
But actually, it probably was. It was probably salted and peppered. They just leave that out because, of course, you would. Of course, you would salt and pepper it.
Well, that's true. The plot of this story has thickened, and our gravy unlikely will. Why?
I found this. Almonds.
The almonds are supposed to, after an hour, add the powdered almonds.
Hey, we're just showing we're reading the directions.
Yeah.
Okay?
After an hour, what did we always used to get mad at Lee about?
Not reading the directions?
Before he started a recipe?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Sorry, Lee. Okay, so we're about half an hour into this baking. And we realized that we were only oh shit.
Cat-like reflexes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's disgusting. Although it smells really good.
That is actually true. It does smell good.
It does smell good. So the original recipe said to cook it on the stovetop for an hour before you add the almond, almond stuff in there. But I think that we're going to need to add more water, first of all, because that's pretty thick. And then, God, that looks so disgusting.
Jesus H.
Although it doesn't look as bad now that it's cooked.
No, it smells really good.
It does smell really
It
good.
smells really good.
Yeah, it smells like, I don't know, like super rich and vinegary.
Yeah, I say we had a couple
You know what it
cups of
smells
water.
like? It smells like chicken adobo.
Oh, yeah.
It smells a lot like chicken adobo.
This is the hard way around the fence to make adobo.
So we're going to add some more water to this,
I think a cup.
at least. And should we go ahead and add the almond
I wouldn't.
flour?
Let's just wait.
I mean, because we obviously don't want to add it in an hour because it's not even going to cook for an hour. I think we should add some of the almond paste just for the almond, not paste, but that stuff. Just to give it the flavor, maybe not even use all of it. And then shouldn't we like mix it in a little bit?
There. Now it's all.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
And then
let's
we're gonna-
stir.
Okay. So just kind of stirring that almond powder in. Do we want to add a little bit more water or?
No, it feels okay.
Okay. Get the powder off of that. I just don't like how it looks. Okay. So now what? We'll put it back in the oven for another 20 minutes, maybe.
No,
Should we check the temperature?
I would actually do a lot longer than that
Because
because we just added water and cooled it off.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Hold on. What's it going to be? 165?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's external temperature, so that you're not even close.
Yep. Okay. So once again, on a cooking night, we're probably going to eat something else tonight.
Yep. Gotta remember about that.
So we're about an hour into the cooking of this, and Phil's being more careful about pulling it out now. Ooh. Well, that looks quite nice.
Here, grab me my red thermometer. Well, shit.
I don't think it's in here.
Shit.
We can use the Weber one. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm going to just pause this.
Let me just say that if you don't own one of these, you go on Amazon and go buy 10 of them.
So we're checking out the... Oh, I can't see it now, but... Where are we at, babe?
160 there. 177 on the thigh.
I think we could probably eat this bird.
Here's the thing, though.
You got the stuff in there.
That's 171.
Yeah, I mean...
176.
I think
Oh, it's
we can
180. Oh.
Yeah, we can eat this bird.
Alrighty.
All right, we're going to eat this bird. So give us a minute to get it chopped up. Boom. Boom. Clap. The sound of my heart. So the recipe didn't really have any side dishes associated with it, and it is now 7:30 at night, and we're hungry, so we're just gonna take some shortcuts and make some side dishes to go with it. So we have some baby spinach, and Phil is making some. What are you making?
Mashed potatoes.
Do you want to show the box?
I'm hungry, Jack.
Box mashed potatoes, because we can do it quickly. Although there is rice in it. Do we need mashed potatoes if there's rice?
Definitely, because look at the gravy.
Because of the gravy. So this is the final product of the chicken. It is not attractive, but I will say it smells amazing. I just want to show everyone this pan and, you know, how everything is just really kind of baked onto this pan. So we can hopefully show you what it looks like cleaned up after this. But anyways, yeah, this is our chicken. I'm gonna go out a little bit. What do you think, Phil?
You should take a picture of that for the thumbnail.
Yeah,
People are like, Jesus, that's like Geneva Convention. You know, like this stuff's banned. Shouldn't do that to freaking food.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a dog.
That looks like dog vomit.
It does. It looks like dog vomit. But it smells really good. So our next video will be us eating it. Let's wish us luck.
So I turn around and Mindy's been cutting the fried chicken, which is not her forte, knives or anything.
Well,
And it looks like this chicken had an IED go off or something. It's ridiculous. Like,
I was just trying to not spill it onto the floor because every time you cut into the chicken, more stuff came out of it because of the stuffing. And it was just like hemorrhaging onto this thing. So we do have some pieces cut.
all right. So here's the thing. This is super good.
Really?
It's short on salt.
Okay.
Even though we did salt it, it's a little short on salt.
Yeah.
Other than that,
It's actually really good.
you can taste the almond in it. You can taste the vinegar. Vinegar was not a bad choice. It's not super vinegary at all.
Mm-mm.
It is super good.
It's well balanced.
We're going to try to make some plates and clean this here up. and we'll get back to you at the dinner table.
Oh, that's really good.
So we put some of the gravy and stuffing on top of the mashed potatoes just to double down on all this. And I realized the taste, there was a familiar flavor in here, and it's satay. It tastes a little bit like an Indonesian satay with no spice. Even though there was some pepper in here, it was just a small amount. So yeah, let's try it.
To be honest, it is quite good. I mean, it is really good. Like, I would serve this to people
Yeah,
easily, no problem.
I think method-wise, it's ridiculous. We would not replicate any of the methods to cook this, but the flavors are there, and I think I could probably redo it. We could probably redo this recipe in a more sensible manner.
I would probably leave the rice out and just serve this over mashed potatoes, because the rice doesn't add anything at all to this.
Yeah, stuffing the chicken is stupid.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons, but the other thing is, if you don't have to have that thing, then you just do 8-piece cut of chicken in a large pan, like a cast iron pan, and braise it in that, and problem solved. It'd probably be really, really good then.
Yeah, and I don't think you need the fig liqueur per se, because if you've got a good fig balsamic
Fig
vinegar,
balsamic was fine.
it was perfect. So it's very savory. It's got a touch of sweetness to it. It's nutty from the pine nuts and the almonds. The chicken is actually super juicy. I think that's because Phil and I chose to cook it the way we chose to cook it. Yeah, I mean, they win. Win-win.
Good, really good. Then my turn to stop because I'm all like paranoid about watching me eat.
Thank you for watching The Idiots Do Dolly. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.